listening to Spotlight Radio with Vince and Jesse.
Yo.
Right now, you're listening to The Tall Black Guy. There's all the new vinyl that's in the shop right now, so let's kick it for the next hour. Instrumental from Tall Black Guy. This one is on his Process and Progression album. And what do we got next, Liv Vince?
We got Wajid.
Oh, Wajid's new record that just came out. It's on Trezor.
Beautiful record.
What's the title of that one, Vince?
You know what? I can't even read it.
Can't read it.
Looks like hieroglyphics.
Let me see it. It's called Memories of High Tech Jazz.
There we go.
Up next here on Spotlight Radio. It's a really, really beautiful album, top to bottom. There's 2 discs. It's so beautiful. Wajid, native Detroiter, and also he's on the cover of DJ Mag this month.
Oh yeah, and it's great because he was a hip hop producer for the longest, and kind of changed over to house more. I'm sure he's doing a bit of everything because you can't keep Detroiters in a box.
That's what's up. All right, it's a new one from Vic Lavender. This one was dropped off in the shop by Rick Wilhite this week.
Real Right Wilhite.
Real Right Wilhite. It's Vic Lavender. He's from Chicago. This is called Vicstrumentals Volume 1, and it's a great record. It's on 180 gram vinyl. It's green. I mean, it rips. It's a real deep house cut.
Floor filler for sure.
What do you got next there, Vince?
It's a new record from Kyle Hall. It's about 3 weeks old, but it's still really awesome. It's called Technically Deep is the name of the EP. 4 tracks, slamming. Really good stuff, and we'll hear that in a minute.
All right, what you drinking over there, Vince? What's out of your cup?
I have Cairo Coffee's finest iced chai.
I got a little Cairo coffee right here. It's cappuccino. It's one of the best I've ever had.
Big shouts, Cairo Coffee.
That's what's up. Right here at Spotlight Detroit, Cairo Coffee, Spotlight Records, One Time Run, and you. So Vince, tell me, you've been playing this one in your sets lately?
Oh yeah, this is always in the bag.
It's always in the bag. It's smooth, it's deep, but it also can be heavy at times.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything and fits into all sets.
A classic Kyle Hall.
Oh yeah, for sure. Always good.
Puts out a lot of records on his own label. We got a handful of them in the shop. He represses some of them from time to time, but how can you go wrong?
Yeah, Wild Oats.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep it wild, Kyle. This is a really cool record that we have in the shop. This is a 5-pack from Louie Vega. He puts this one out every year at ADE. It's mostly demos, and this is they sell them at Rush Hour Records, but we were able to get a couple copies.
Oh, we're so lucky to have them.
Louie was here back a couple months ago. Gracie's decks right here, and it was a beautiful set. And yeah, they cooked us up with like about 10 or 15 copies of these, also with his new record, Expansions in the NYC.
And when he played here at Spotlight, he played a lot of these tracks.
Yeah, absolutely. He played a lot of these tracks. And some of his heavier stuff that I never really quite understood, he played from like about 1:30 to 3:30, the real hard stuff, and I was like, oh, yeah, I get it now.
Yeah, absolutely. So good.
All right, we're going to listen into this one. This is Elements of Life featuring Axel Tosca. If you're new to Spotlight, you're not familiar with what we do here. Vince and I play every Thursday. We play house, soul, disco,
Some jazz.
some jazz. Vince is in the record store Wednesday through Saturday. And we've got new records coming in every week, but we've got a whole host of used records too that we picked up over the years.
Oh yeah, of course. Our whole trailer is filled with fun acquisitions, and we get to pull out some gems every day, pretty much.
Yeah, what'd you find today? What was that? What was all those Blue Note records that you found?
Oh man, there was a bunch of stuff. There was like some Pink Floyd reissues, which were really, really dope, and some old and new ones. The Grant Green Blue Note records, which are very, very cool jazz records. It was like a wild array of everything that I found, because it's all just kind of in there.
Yeah, we kind of mix them up when they come in, so it's not really telling what's in those boxes.
Sometimes we have a box, sometimes we don't. They wind up in a pile, but they all come out in the record store shiny and nice as we can get them. Some are a little moldy, but we clean them up as nice as we can. A little salvage operation.
All right. Well, that's another cut here from this exclusive 5-pack from Louis Vega.
Yeah, it's Baza Soul Fever.
This one's available every year for ADE, and you can get them at Rush Hour Records. We're lucky to get a couple. David Byrne. This one's called Big Business, and this is on Life and Death of the New York Dance Floor. The author and historian Tim Lawrence wrote the book Life and Death of the Dance Floor, New York, 80 to 83. We have it in the shop here. And he also put together a couple compilations, and this is a David Byrne track. Obviously, the Talking Heads were seminal in that movement, and let's listen in. David Byrne's voice is so legendary and so classic. His art is so good, from his expression to theater, play, music, and beyond. David Byrne.
Touching infinity's prison, the creature made of war. Take the plane and set it.
All right.
Follow the Indian.
Who's that one? Who's this one? What's this one called?
This is Alan Vega.
All right, and this is on Life and Death of the Dance Floor, New York 80 to 83. Compiled by Tim Lawrence, the author and historian, dance music historian. He's got a podcast, and if you really want to get up on all the knowledge, you could read a handful of his books that we have here in the shop, and also this podcast is really informative. So all the things about New York's nightlife scene, disco culture, dance culture.
High-priced oranges, kicking down eternity. Soda City delusion, snake-eyed know for sure. Winning by confusion, it's a losing game. Signs, rings of reasons, those are lonely streets. Profits by the billions, got the morning line. Children by bad machines. The computer knows nothing, it's feeling sympathy. Why price glory is too much infinity? Take the plane and follow the Indian. Look for that comet, feel that fantasy. Fantasy, fantasy. Fantasy. Yeah. That creature is nothing. It's a stain on a wall. Death row gets a window. Here comes eternity. A million candelabras. You gotta have a scheme. Dr. Doom got a laser. It's a time machine. That comic got religion. Sometime yesterday. Yes, yesterday. Snake eyes, laying off the shore. That's a losing game. Someone on the streets. Yeah, I got that morning line. Yeah, why price glory is too much infinity. Take that plane of satin now. I feel like fantasy. The creature made of war. Take the plane and set it. Follow the Indian. Celebrate that coming. Lord knows, Mr. Cheyenne. It's a crucified photo of the Roman century. Yeah. It's the wrong one. It's the wrong one. Open your eyes. Take that plane. Take that plane and set it. Fantasy. Fantasy.
All right, Vince, tell us what it is.
Oh, This is the Fairmont Squad EP on Harbonder label. Brian Bonds, Catch. Good dudes.
Now, Brian Bonds and his crew, they go way, way back to Detroit electro and techno, right?
Yep, Detroit West Side. With Anthony Shake Shakir, whole crew of people. Brian Boyer.
And these guys still doing it today.
Yeah, they're still at it, man. They don't stop, and they shouldn't, because they're so talented and so knowledgeable about everything.
He said they dropped some tracks in like early 80s, so, you know, this is that sound, definitely that Detroit sound you hear.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, without question.
It's a good summertime track. You might hear this on some motorcycles ride down the street, some Harleys bumping some electro. You might hear some of this, right?
Oh, absolutely. We've got some autographed copies here at the shop.
All right.
And all the proceeds from this record go to Anthony Shakir.
Oh, okay, that's really nice. The Detroit legend, Shake. Vince, that's coming straight out of the drum machine, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. This is Marty Bonds, and this is Brian's brother, who's, again, been there from the very beginnings, early KMS studios, Kevin Saunderson. He's been around since the beginning. All these guys have been, and this is another one of their EPs, very strong.
You can hear it in the resonance of the kick drum and the hi-hats. I mean, it is straight drum machine joy right there.
Classic.
hear you, Marty. That one's on Puzzle Box Records. And next up, we've got one that's signed. Check it out. Show it up, Vince.
Yep.
This one is
Tucker.
Optic Nerve. And this is on Puzzle Box Records as well. This one's called Metallics. This is a really, really good little set here of Detroit techno. Thanks, Vince.
Oh, hey, I didn't do much.
All right, we got a few more minutes left before the top of the show. Vince, thanks for joining me today.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna do this a lot.
I hear you got to do shift change, so you got to bust out of the show.
Yeah, Eli's got to get to the Fago
Oh, there's a Fago party tonight? All right, count me in.
diet.
Keep it locked in here.
Great.
From Detroit's east side to the worldwide, you're listening live to Spotlight Detroit. And this is Keith Tucker's Optic Nerve. wrap it up. This is the last one. This is Anthony Nicholson. This is on Yoruba Soul Records. This one, we've had the white label floating around here for a little bit. Norm Talley dropped it off. Anthony Nicholson's been really coming out with a lot of heat lately. Deep house jams. We got a whole section here, so yeah, this is a beautiful one. It's got some Yoruba mixes, so a little bit of Osun Lade's hand. But I'd like to thank you all for tuning in this week. Tune in next week. This is the sound of Spotlight Records and Detroit's East Side.